What's up, guys? So Black Bolt is here. Did an unlock video the other day on that. Nothing too exciting, just kind of showing the process for anyone who might, want to get 6 stars, see what the power levels I had, or just generally see it, and then dropped an arena fight at the end, which was, again, nothing too exciting, but just showing anyone who might be interested in that specific unlock. So these videos, you heard S because I'm going to do a few of these, is Black Bolt in action in Ultimate 7. For me, I am really liking what I'm getting out of him, and mine is a high level. I'll go over them in the video where you can at least see what his stats are and all that. So, I recognize that everyone might not have what I have, but it does show the capability of what he can do. So, anyway, having said that, we're going to go through these. I've got a few different Ultimate 7 nodes I want to show you. They weren't played perfectly. Honestly, this was the first time I even tried this team. This is kind of an introduction to a team that, I just kind of came up with, that I was using a different team before, and I just brought Black Bolt in thinking, hey, this could actually work pretty well. I talked to another guy who tried it out. Shout out to Yeti. I'll put a link in the description for some of his videos. Does a great job with showing just tactical ways to improve your game as far as some of these nodes go. Came up with the name, I think he said it, Grav Bolt Tech or something like that. I'm just gonna call it GBT. Keep it simple for me. So GB Tech, GBT. Really digging this team, but anyway, so let's get to a node.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so let's look at the GBT roster here. There's the 3 that typically are critical for most nodes anyway. Science Supreme, Ultron, Shuri, and then, sometimes you get some subs in. In this case, it's Graviton, Black Bolt. Shuri is also, I'd say, one of the next ones, but you need those defense up. So anyway, let's look at the tunes that we got. Shuri, level 74. She's gear tier 13. 1 item into it. Her T4, 5 reds, 7 yellow. Those 5 reds are really critical for her. Being the only healer on this team, that ult really needs to be able to put some massive heals out. So if you don't have that, that could be problematic. T4s, we've got them on her ultimate and on her passive. Next up, we've got Black Bolt. I've got 6 yellows, which is great, and then the 5 reds. The 5 reds are, I'd say, pretty critical to get that damage up. I've got him at level 71, tier 13, no gear into that. You can see every single one of his abilities has T4 in it. So they're all good. The basic was the last one I did. If you're limited on mats, I'd say passive. Even though the ultimate is a less used ability, I still think the fact that it hits everybody, I do that second, and then special, and then basic. I could go back and forth between the special and the ultimate being second, but they're both good. So next up, we've got our buddy Ultron. He's obviously 7 yellow, no reds. All T4s as well, level 75. He's T13 and almost T14. So we've got this last item left here. I'm hoping to get that there sometime soon if I get the uniques, but still a few away. So that's your Ultron. Scientist Supreme, level 74, 7 yellow, 4 reds. Tier 13, 1 little blue item on her there. I just recently put the T4s into her special. I was pretty poo-poo on that for a while. But, in some of these nodes, that 4th one does make a difference to flip. So I got convinced. Again, credit to Yeti. He's, I think, the final one who was saying it was really helpful. I tried a node out without it and then tried it with it. It seemed to go much better with it. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll roll with it. So anyway, so that's your Scientist Supreme. Graviton. He is at 6 yellow, 4 red. He could be used for, or he's due for a boost here. I'd love to be able to get 7 yellow on him. I'm not going to pay for it, but I could use it. I'd love that 5th red, obviously. He's tier 13, no items into it. I don't want to use any more gear on him into 14 because I'm not sure if I'd use him in Dark Dimension 3 yet. Might, but not yet. I think I mentioned level 71, and then his T4s are in his special and his basic. I love those, and I like Graviton for his speed manipulation and also the damage he brings to the table. So that's the team. That's GBT. All right, let's check out the node. So, as you can see, that team can be really good. I could have done things better, got some lucky things there again as well, but having run this team in multiple nodes, as I mentioned Yeti before, he's run this team in some difficult nodes and is crushing it. His Black Bolt is really strong, but he's talking about cakewalks. So, anyway, I think this team could be something that might end up being the team. I'm not going to tout it that way yet until I get some more nodes under my belt with them, but it'd be really nice to have one team you have to worry about for Ultimate 7 as opposed to, oh, I sub Phoenix in here, or I build Storm for the first node, or I use Falcon and Vision on this node, and that just can kind of be a pain in the butt sometimes, jumping back and forth. So it's really ideal to have one team. So anyway, hope this video helps. As always, hammer down on that like button, a notification bell, share with your friends, alliance mates. Always like to give a shout out to grandma and grandpas. And anyway, I just appreciate you guys checking out the content and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.